The Mustang Morning News is a public forum for student expression. Students make all content decisions, and opinions do not necessarily represent those of the Manhattan Beach Unified School District.
Today, we explore how California's new bill aims to reduce single-use plastic waste.
And we look at the MBUSD School District's new grading policy for teachers.
This is the Mustang Morning News. Welcome to the Mustang Morning News. I'm Vivian Watson.
And I'm Kyle Farrell.
Get ready to test your knowledge with the Costa Quiz.
Here's how it works. Go to our Instagram at Mustang Morning News, respond with your name, your teacher's name, and your answer to today's question for a chance to win a shout out for you and your class. Here's today's question. What is the most densely populated city in California? Is it A, San Diego, B, San Francisco, C, Los Angeles, or D, Sacramento?
Think you know the answer? Submit it through the response box on our Instagram story now, at Mustang Morning News.
MUSD School Board recently passed a new policy requiring teachers to return graded work after 3 weeks, causing some pushback from departments. Mac Bedner and Aaron Farrell find out how teachers are adapting to this new policy.
The MBUSD School Board has implemented a new policy that requires all assignments to be returned to students within a 3-week window.
We've heard concerns about a lack of timely feedback. Many of our students have expressed concerns about stress and anxiety when they don't know how they're doing in a class. So we think it will benefit our students' social and emotional well-being.
The English department at Miracosta High School, upset and confused about the change, sent an email to students and parents about how they no longer can provide written feedback on assignments.
We tend to face the brunt of the grading load. And there's also 3 of us that are on 6/5, which means that we've got 20% extra students, 20% extra work, 20% extra essays.
To put in perspective the grading process, a teacher with 150 students that grades an essay in around 15 minutes will have to grade for over 35 hours just to finish that one assignment.
We're still going to be providing feedback in a number of ways. A lot of us are still going to hold writing conferences. We're going to be open for office hours. Any students that want more help, all of us are completely open to that.
In response to the English department's email, Dr. Gerger wrote her own response to the community, stating, "No department has the authority to create or implement such a policy," reaffirming the district's expectation regarding the new timeframe.
Well, I'd say it's definitely unfortunate that there won't be feedback anymore because it could be really helpful, but I understand that it's really tough for the English teachers to get it in.
As the debate continues, the focus remains on ensuring the students receive the best possible education. The question now is whether the school board will revisit the policy in light of the concerns raised by the English department. For the Mustang Morning News, this is Mac Bedner and Aaron Farrell.
In an attempt to reduce excess waste, California has proposed a bill that would eliminate the use of plastic bags in grocery stores. Jet Purser and Reese Bronson explore the impact of plastic waste on our community, Manhattan Beach.
In Manhattan Beach, plastic pollution is more than just an eyesore. It's a threat to marine life and ecosystems.
Some of the observable effects that we see that we definitely notice in Manhattan Beach is going to be along our coastal areas from all of our pollutants, whether it be plastic straws, plastic containers that don't get properly recycled, that ended up going out to the ocean after it rains from rivers, lakes, streams carrying out there.
The impact of plastic pollution extends beyond visible pollution.
One of the downsides of having plastic pollution in the marine life is actually they'll ingest some of the plastic pieces. And the downside to that is they end up dying by filling up their bellies with this stuff. And this plastic pollution technically shouldn't be there.
Even with all the pollution in the air and ocean, there are still plenty of ways we are working to prevent plastic pollution.
Well, one of the good concepts they have is in Marina Del Rey is the Marina Del Rey Interceptor.
One innovative solution to plastic pollution comes from Mark Rober. His project aims to remove millions of pounds of trash from rivers and beaches, including Manhattan Beach.
Well, Manhattan Beach should be a leading role. We're a more affluent community, so we have a little bit more money. So we can actually send money at the main issue here.
Recent legislation is also addressing plastic pollution. Senate Bill 54 mandates that most single-use plastic packaging and foodware in California must be reusable, compostable, refillable, or recyclable by 2032. It requires plastic producers to contribute to a plastic pollution mitigation fund. With awareness and action, we can protect our oceans and preserve our environment for future generations. For the Mustang Morning News, this is Jet Purser and Reese Bronson.
We have the answer to today's Costa Quiz. The question was, what is the most densely populated city in California? The answer is C. In a state of roughly 39.2 million residents, Los Angeles has a population of around 3.9 million residents, while San Diego comes in second with 1.4 million. Congrats to the winner, who has been announced on our Instagram story. Looking for a house in California has become increasingly difficult as real estate prices rise. Jonah Abraham and Emma Gordon report.
In January, California saw a significant 6.5% increase in home prices compared to the previous year, raising questions from potential buyers about the factors driving this sudden rise. One contributing factor to the sudden surge in home prices is the introduction of several new taxes by the state of California.
One, tax loophole gets closed, another one opens. That's crushing people. They had created this mansion tax law to help with, the homeless crisis and housing, and is great, but they hid it under something else. And I don't think that the property owners knew what they were getting into.
According to Redfin, home prices in California were up 11.3% year over year in February. At the same time, the number of homes sold rose 8.5%, and the number of homes for sale fell below 1.5%.
About 5 years ago, we had, year over year gains anywhere from 16 to 18%. That's just unheard of. Normal in our market would be 3 to 5%, which I think we're kind of in that now. As long as we're being squeezed for inventory, we'll continue to see housing prices rise.
Many potential buyers are putting their plans to buy a house on hold for now. A big question being asked by many is if or when housing prices will go down in the near future.
We have great weather. People want to live here. They want to move here. So aside from anything catastrophic, a COVID or a complete market meltdown, there's no real prediction to where anybody's going to be losing value unless they completely overpaid.
For the Mustang Morning News, this is Jonah Abraham and Emma Gordon.
That's all for today's show, but make sure to check out our Instagram on Friday for the weekly What Now.
Thanks for watching, Mustangs. Have a great day.